So if you have a newborn, you're expecting to have a newborn, you know somebody who has a newborn, then you definitely want to stick around for this video, because this video is definitely for you. So hi guys, it's your girl Ren, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel for those who have been with me and have been supporting and have been watching the videos. I just want to say thank you at this moment. I'm so happy for the support, and I am really grateful. So without further ado, we are going to get into the video. As a registered midwife, one of the questions that I get a lot, one of the most common questions that I get, is usually, what are the newborn essentials? Or in other words, what do I get? What are the important things that I get if I have a newborn, or if I'm expecting, if I'm pregnant and I'm about to deliver, right? Persons normally want to know what are the newborn essentials. And funnily enough, I looked around on YouTube and I punched in newborn essentials, and I realized that I was seeing a lot of videos, but the videos that I was seeing, they relate to the overseas, not really related to Jamaica. And I realized that there's a lot of stuff that they are telling you to get, and it just seems a lot. It's just a lot, right? So I wanted to do a short video, just telling persons what the newborn essentials were, and how basically relating more to the Jamaican demographic, right? So I was actually coming home yesterday, and I stopped at a pharmacy to pick something up. And when I went in there, weirdly enough, somebody came up to me and they asked me, they were asking me for my advice, because I was in uniform. So the person came up to me asking me for my advice, what to get for a baby. And right then and there, I was like, you know what? I'm going to look around and just see what is in this pharmacy that I can actually, get some footage of, to just show you guys some of the newborn essentials. They didn't have everything in the pharmacy, but I mean, they had a good amount of stuff in there. And I just went right ahead and I took pictures, did the video of the stuff they had, so I could come back and relate it to you guys. One of the most important things that I would recommend you have once you have a newborn is a thermometer. You're going to need a thermometer. Like, you can't have a newborn and not have a thermometer. Alright, so when the babies come to clinic for their postnatal clinic, the 6-week clinic, right? They normally get 2 vaccines. They normally get their poliomyelitis vaccine and their pentavalent, and both vaccines may cause fever and pain. So you definitely are going to need a thermometer, right? You don't want to have a newborn and you feel like the baby have fever, but you have to use the back of your hand to feel the baby's skin to find out if the baby feel warm or if the baby feel hot or whatever. Might as well just get a thermometer where you can actually get the correct figure. You can actually measure the baby's temperature. So number 1 on my list is a thermometer. Yes. Alright, that one here sound very miscellaneous, but an umbrella. Like, once you have a newborn, you're going to need an umbrella, right? Even if your drive is not walk on road, you're going to need an umbrella, because sometimes you may go inside a building, and by the time you're supposed to come back out to the building, rain might start falling or the sun, you're going to need to protect the baby from the sun and the rain. You don't want to just expose your newborn to the elements. So I definitely recommend getting an umbrella. Yeah. All right, number 3 on my list for baby essentials, you're definitely going to need a nice, strong, sturdy, big enough baby bag. That's what you guys call it, right? A baby bag. So being in the health center, I've seen the craziest things. I've seen persons come to the clinic for, postnatal clinic, and the mother come with her baby, and it's basically the pampers alone with up on the baby bottom. The mother don't walk with anything else apart from what is on the baby's bottom. And I've also seen where like the mother comes with the newborn, and it's a handbag she used to just basically put one pampers in her, push probably one little receiver in her, and like, I don't know, like, I'm not that old, but based on what I know from the old school is that people normally have them baby bag where them pack them baby stuff in her, them a come clinic or they're going on the road, them walk with them little stuff for them baby, right? So you definitely gonna need a big enough, sturdy enough baby bag. All right, for persons who drive, you're going to need a car seat, right? Safety first. Once you're traveling in the car with the baby, you're going to need to put the baby in a car seat for safety purposes, right? And also, I mean, apart from just safety purposes, like, it's an offense, it's a legal offense to carry a baby around in a car in your hand and not in a car seat. So you definitely need a car seat once you drive. All right, so you're also going to need like a bag, like a little protective bag for carrying your baby's documents. Normally as well, there is a plastic covering that we recommend you get to cover the baby's passport. So that blue book that you get at the hospital when the baby is born, that book is going to need some amount of protection, right? Because you don't want, when the baby reach at 6 months, the book is damaged, the book mash up, right? Remember that is the book that we normally record all the vaccines in the baby's immunization records, the baby's birth record. So you're definitely going to need a plastic covering for that book. So that's an essential. And you're also, apart from that, you also need like a document carrier, like a little bag, preferably like a plastic one that's protective, to carry your baby's documents in, because the baby documents going to be going back and forth from home to the clinic, or home to the pediatrician, right? So you definitely need a protective covering or protective bag for your baby's documents. All right, so you're also going to need, it's good to have, I think it's essential to have a pediatrician, so you can research, find out which pediatrician you'd want to carry your little one to, and just have that number at hand, have that details at hand. So we're going to get right into the footage of the other baby essentials that I believe that you need. And as I said before, the prices, you're going to see probably some prices on some of the items. Those prices are of what the pharmacy is selling it for. You don't necessarily have to go to the pharmacy, but you can shop around and find better prices, or I don't know, but you can shop around and just do a little shopping around and see what suits your budget. But The stuff that I saw yesterday, they're pretty nice. A lot of different essentials were in the same spot, which was a good thing. But you can always shop around. So this is nursing pads, and I definitely recommend these. I believe they are essential. They're really good for persons who are breastfeeding, and when they have an overflow of breast milk, these can be placed in the bra to absorb some of the excess milk. They vary in different prices, different size. Like this one is $675, I believe, and the previous one before that was $400 odd. So it all depends on what you want. It all depends on your budget, but these are must-haves. These are very good. All right, so this is a manual breast pump, and this is definitely an essential. It is especially great for persons who may have inverted nipples, and you know those nipples that they don't come out, they are pushed inwards, and it may be hard for the baby to latch onto the breast. But with the manual breast pump or the breast pump, it helps to basically pull the nipples out, stimulate the nipples, and we can get breast milk from the breast. And these now, they are breast milk storage bottles. I saw them going for 7,200 and something dollars, and I think that's crazy. That is just too expensive. I think it's an essential, but you can use like any clean container, any clean bottle, any Ziploc bag, or any bag to express your breast milk and store it in. You don't need to get anything over the top in terms of price, but this is definitely an essential. And as I'm sure you already know, you are going to have baby wipes, and I recommend wipes that are not too scented, not too fragrant. Yes, because you know the baby's skin is very sensitive, so you don't want to put anything that's too strong on the baby. I know that Huggies have a sensitive wipes, and I think that is good. Also, another essential is definitely diapers. This brand is good, Pampers, but you can get any brand that matches your budget. Like even this brand Moon, it's a low budget brand, and I get good reviews from it, so you definitely can get. And of course, you're going to need a barrier cream for the baby. So when you are putting on the diaper, you're definitely going to need something like a petroleum jelly. You can get probably like A&D ointment, Vaseline, something that will protect the baby's skin from coming in direct contact with the stool and the pee. So see it, various types of petroleum jelly, nursery jelly, that's what it's called as well, nursery jelly. But take a note that not because you see the Johnson's & Johnson's products in the video means that I'm recommending it. For newborns, I do not recommend using anything like Johnson's & Johnson's. I think you can wait a bit until they get a little bit older before you even try to use that product on them. So you can also use Desitin. You have two different strengths of Desitin. You have the maximum strength, which is the purple one, and that can be used as a barrier cream for when you are putting the baby's diaper on. And this has zinc oxide in it, and I actually prefer the blue one. I would recommend the blue one, which is the regular strength. I find that the purple one can be a little bit too thick and it sticks too much to the baby's butt, and you know, you have to be wiping really hard to get it off, and you really don't want to. Baby skin is very delicate. You really don't want to be applying too much pressure to the skin. But Desitin, if it is out of your budget range, like that one that I just had in my hand, it is going for 700 and something plus. But if you want something a little bit more cost effective, you can get probably even this one here in this blue and white container. It says skin protectant, zinc oxide, and zinc oxide is also in Desitin, so basically it's almost the same properties. So you can opt for something like that if you probably are looking at the price. So this is good, the zinc oxide, it is good. And this emulsifying ointment, it is what I recommend for newborns. You know, it is very good for sensitive skin, and I guarantee you that it will not cause any type of skin irritation or anything like that, unlike some of the other products like the baby body wash, the baby shampoo, that sort of thing. I don't recommend that for newborns. This is what I recommend, emulsifying ointment. You definitely need to get this, and they come in different brands, so you can go for the brand that works best for you. That one is Bunnies, this one is Max. So you can just do your comparison in terms of size and prices and all of that and make your selection. But this is definitely good. I recommend this. So Panadol for babies, it's definitely a must-have. It's a newborn essential. Babies need this. You need to have this at hand, and especially you're going to need this for when the baby comes to postnatal clinic and get their 2 vaccines which may cause pain and fever, and you're going to have to give the Panadol or Cetamol, whichever one has. You see, have paracetamol, that's what we use, but it's just that Panadol tends to be the more popular brand. But it's definitely the one that says for babies, because you want the one that has the dropper. You're also going to need something called normal saline or saline nose drops, and this is used whenever the baby, if or whenever the baby gets stuffy. It is good to have at hand, so you definitely can get that as well at the pharmacy. Normal saline nose drops. So you're going to need a bath for baby's bath time. Got to keep baby clean, so you have to get a bath. I also recommend that you get a crib for the baby. It can be, so I recommend you get a crib. It can be a crib or a playpen, but I don't recommend you having the baby sleeping in the same bed as you, as you can roll over and crush the baby. Also recommend you getting a kettle. It can be a stovetop kettle or an electric kettle, because you're going to be bathing the baby. You're going to need warm water, and you're going to be needing warm water for other things as well. So I think you should get a kettle. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, then you can just like, share, subscribe to the channel, and remember to turn on your post notification bells. And also you should head on over to my Instagram page, Pampered by Midwife Nelson, where you will see a lot of other tips relating to maternity, newborn, midwifery related stuff. All right, so was nice having you. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe. Love you guys. And thank you for the support so far. And just continue to like up the videos, continue to share up the videos, and continue to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Peace out.